Britney claimed that she was forced to work against her will. Management took away her phone, passport, and credit card. There was security around her 24 hours a day.
That's fucking crazy. What the fuck?
It's almost like she was in prison. She had no privacy. They watched her change her clothes.
Wow.
It's not clear why they would need to see
Wow.
Britney not wearing clothes.
No shit.
That's a serious allegation that she made against them. Britney was working 10 hours a day, 7
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of allegations were made against Harvey Weinstein, and we all know what the fuck happened there. I went downstairs to make myself an iced coffee. Love my iced coffees. And I kept reading hashtag free Britney. Hashtag free Britney. Hashtag free Britney. I'm thinking, yeah, Britney Spears. I'm thinking, is she in jail or something? Did she get locked up? What did she do? Free Britney? The fuck's going on here? So I make my coffee. I go upstairs to my studio and I go, let me look this shit up. But let's do it while I record. So I've got Dr. Grande on YouTube. He's the best. Go check him out. Dr. Grande covers this. It's a new video and we're going to check it out. Let's see what's going on. Hope everyone's well.
Well, this is Dr. Grande. Today's question is, can I analyze Britney Spears' statement in June of 2021 about the conservatorship, which she
okay. Now I know.
is under? Just a reminder, I'm not diagnosing anybody in this video, only speculating about what
He can't. Not on YouTube. Officially. Smart how he does it though. How he finds a workaround.
could be happening in a situation like this.
Of course.
If you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe to my channel, and consider supporting me on Patreon.
Really
I will put the link to Patreon in the description for this video.
All right.
So first I'll start with a quick background on the case. I'll move to a summary of Britney Spears' statement, and then I'll offer my analysis. After a number of incidents in the late 2000s, including an umbrella attack, concerns about Britney Spears' mental health were raised.
I remember that. Paparazzi were chasing her left, right and center. What do you expect the girl to do?
A legal guardianship was put in place in February of 2008. It is referred to as a conservatorship. Her finances and personal life were put under the control of her father, Jamie Spears, and an attorney.
Don't get me started on him.
In 2019, we see that a change was made so that Jamie was controlling just the finances.
Yep.
A licensed care manager was in charge of Britney's personal affairs. During the last 13 years under the conservatorship, Britney Spears has been phenomenally productive, earning millions of dollars each year.
That's right.
Before the release of Britney's statement, she has made other statements regarding the conservatorship. At one point, Britney did acknowledge that the conservatorship was useful. On another occasion,
It can be. If you splurge your money and you don't know how to control it, it's good to have someone watch over you, a guardian for your finances. But you got to be careful, because if you pick the wrong person to be a guardian for your finances, you're screwed.
she said that she doesn't want her father to be the conservator, and she wanted to select her own attorney. There was a lot of speculation about how Britney really felt about the conservatorship, like in detail, like what did she really think about all the different elements of it. We see
It can get pretty tricky.
the Free Britney movement came about, comprising individuals who were against the conservatorship,
Yep.
and there were
They had reasons for that. They had reasons to worry, as you can see now.
a A number of people who thought that Britney's fans needed to leave the mental health and legal questions to the experts, to trust the system.
Yep.
Britney's first extended statement about the conservatorship would be provided in June of 2021 when she addressed Los Angeles probate judge Brenda Penny. Britney talked for over 20 minutes, mostly discussing her dissatisfaction with the conservatorship.
I feel for her, man.
Britney's statement didn't always feature events in order. She skipped around a little bit, so I modified the order slightly to compress and organize the narrative, and I've paraphrased quite a bit. Here's the summary of her statement. In 2018, Britney was forced to go on tour. Her management team threatened to sue her if she didn't.
So that's bullshit. No one should threaten a performer, with a lawsuit if she doesn't want to perform. You reschedule. What if she was battling deep depression? No, you'll be right. Just shove her out into the fans. She was fucking trafficked by her management team. Poor woman. Trafficked business-wise.
This experience was frightening for Britney.
Trafficking isn't just, let's have millions of people rape her. They raped her in the industry, mate. And they all pocketed it. All they cared about was money, not her mental state.
With the conservatorship, she was not allowed to get her own attorney. Without someone to give her advice, she did the tour. She was scared to refuse. Britney was conducting rehearsals. During one, there was one dance move she did not want to do. This upset management.
See what I mean? No free will.
This appears to suggest that Britney did not have creative freedom. On another occasion, she refused to perform in Las Vegas. Her therapist sat her down and told her she was not cooperating at the rehearsals and she has not been taking her medication.
See what I mean? If people don't agree with what you want to do and they don't respect your wishes because they've got major financial gain to get from all of it, oh, she must be crazy. Let's put her on pills.
Britney said that these claims were false. The next day, the clinician put her on lithium. Britney was surprised at this because she had been on the same medication.
Lithium does help, but not for people that are already sane. If you take it and you're already sane, it makes you even worse. But for crazy people, it fucking helps, mate. Let me tell ya.
For about 5 years, and it did not include lithium. Britney.
I knew some women that were fucking batshit. They went on the lithium. They're a different person. I could consider dating them now. But yeah, I've seen too much shit.
Claim that lithium can make a person mentally impaired if they stay on it longer than 5 months. This is,
especially if you're sane already,
is not true. There's nothing special about 5 months with lithium. I'll talk more about
unless you're sane already.
Lithium in the analysis. When she was on lithium, she felt intoxicated, unable to assert herself.
That's a fucking understatement.
And frightened. Britney talked about 6 different nurses who were in her various homes. They would not let her go anywhere for a month. Britney was subjected to some type of psychological test. Her father, Jamie Spears, told her that she failed. The information
What are they doing, this poor girl? Seriously, what are they doing?
About test results should almost always be communicated by the clinician who administered the exam. So maybe that clinician did as well, but it's unusual that someone else would deliver that information. Her father told her that she was going to be sent to a rehab program. Britney said that her father loved having control over someone as powerful as her.
The dad is a narcissist and a sociopath.
He loved the control to hurt his own daughter 100,000%. That's a lot of percent. Maybe not the best phrase to use when arguing to a judge about, among other topics.
That's what I mean. And he's got a point, the shrink. 100,000%. She's trying to express just how much her dad was fucking her, metaphorically. And when the judge hears something as expressive as 100,000%, oh, that's something odd to say. She must be fucking nuts.
Taking control of one's finances, but I think Britney made her point either way. Britney claimed that she was forced to work against her will. Management took away her phone, passport, and credit card. There was security around her 24 hours a day.
That's fucking crazy. What the fuck?
It's almost like she was in prison. She had no privacy. They watched her change her clothes.
Wow.
It's not clear why they would need to see
Wow.
Britney not wearing clothes.
No shit.
That's a serious allegation that she made against them. Britney was working 10 hours a day, 7
Yeah, well, you know what? A lot of allegations were made against Harvey Weinstein, and we all know what the fuck happened there. After 2 decades plus. But everyone's, oh, now. And back then they were, oh, when they were celebrating him on stage. Fucking cocksuckers.
days a week. She went on to say that she's been in denial, in shock. She was traumatized. She's not happy, cannot sleep, is angry, depressed, and she
Yeah, you don't say.
cries every day. Her father and other people involved in the conservatorship should be in jail, according to Britney.
Yep.
She expressed anger at the state of California for allowing her father so much control over her. Britney has been making a lot of money, working hard,
Exactly. That's all it's about, mate.
as the state of California sits back and watches people control her. So we see that Britney has a lot of different people that she blames for her situation. She would like to sue her family, share her story, and pick her own attorney. She wants the conservatorship to end without having to be evaluated again. She believes it should automatically end when the conservatee is making money and working. Not actually a terrible way to view the conservatorship. It is unusual that somebody in a conservatorship, a conservatee, would be working, especially to the degree that Britney Spears does. Britney's actually forced to pay the people who are controlling her. So she's funding the attorneys.
Yeah.
Who are working against
They're getting money left, right, and center, ladies and gentlemen. Not just from fucking her in the ass, metaphorically, although a lot will want to do it literally, but also from Britney herself. That's how it is in the contract. Like she really has a choice. They just take it out.
what she wants. Britney says that what she's being forced to do is illegal. Technically, of course, it appears
What did I say?
as though the conservatorship is legal. Britney complained about
She signed.
the mental health treatment she's been receiving. She goes to 3 appointments a week. She has not done anything wrong to deserve this treatment.
Nope.
So we see this idea that she does think of this as punitive.
We'll see what the professional says at the end. I haven't even seen this video. We're watching it together.
She talked about one clinician, Dr. Benson, and said that he abused her through the treatment he provided. She noted that
I reckon a lot of people abused Britney Spears throughout her life. Look at her. And people in the right places will do anything to abuse her. Or you think she wants to go and fuck every Tom, Dick and Harry? It's exactly what Weinstein would do to all his victims. But they get away with it because Britney Spears is declared fucking insane. The power of the law system when it works against you, not for you.
she was thankful when he died.
You can get away with rape.
She doesn't believe in therapy. She takes her problems to God, but she
Ugh, don't get me started on that fucking shit. God doesn't exist. That's another podcast for another time. Like I haven't done 10 of them already.
would be willing to be treated at her home, where she would not have to be embarrassed by the paparazzi.
She just needs to be on her own and relax, mate. That's it. Alright. No bullshit fairy tales. No fucking medication if she truly needs it to get back on track. In severe cases, she might need it for a while. But she can get back on track naturally if she's not too far gone because of these fuckheads. She can go for jogs, start a yoga class, heck, maybe even do fucking Pilates.
So I guess they wait for her at these various appointments. Brittany went on to talk about her goals. She would like to get married and have a child. She wants her IUD to be removed. She said her team is preventing this. Brittany wrapped up by saying she deserves to have a life. She worked her whole life. She's tired of being bullied.
If you don't have access to your money, what are you going to do? You're no different than a homeless person.
Feeling alone, she deserves the same rights as anyone else.
No shit.
Now moving to my analysis.
Here we go.
I think it's important to recognize that while Brittany's statement is powerful and compelling, it is only one side of the story. I could finish this analysis, and then we could see statements from Jamie Spears or other people involved, which paint an entirely different picture. But at the time of making this video, I'm not aware of any information being reported where the other side has refuted Brittany's claims that were made in June of 2021. I will divide this analysis into...
It's been a little while now. No one's refuted anything. What does that tell you? Normally when people stay silent and don't respond, it's all true. If someone accused me of something, the moment I saw it, I would make a statement straight away. These people haven't made a statement over 2 weeks. They saw it the day it came out from Brittany. It was all over the fucking news, all over the papers. Over 2 weeks. No statement. What does that tell you?
To the key points from Brittany's statement. Brittany indicated she has basically been forced to work. It does appear that she wants to work, but she wants to work on her own terms. She does not want to be bullied, harassed, or terrorized to do certain things.
What the fuck does?
70 hours a week is excessive. She shouldn't have to work any hours a week if she does not want to.
Precisely. She's a multi-millionaire. And by multi, I mean a hell of a lot of multis. She shouldn't have to work if she doesn't want to. Yet they're fucking trafficking her to continue. Baby One More Time is still playing and earning astronomical amount of revenue. And that was just her first song. She's got hundreds more.
Her request is reasonable. A conservatorship
Reasonable? That's a fucking understatement, don't you think?
is not about extracting productivity and money from the conservatee. It's about protecting them. I think she has a good point here. The next item, Brittany indicated her medication was changed to something that she believes is dangerous. Lithium, to be specific.
All medications can be dangerous. Lithium, yeah. Like I said, if you're sane, you don't want to be on lithium. A lot of people get misdiagnosed. If you're insane, the shit does wonders for you.
Lithium is an interesting
Did I mention a few girls that were batshit? I did.
medication. It's actually an element. It's on the periodic table.
Yep.
It's an alkali metal. It's used in a number of products, including lithium-ion batteries.
Yeah.
Some time ago,
And they pop it in your brain, it fixes the chemical imbalance. Science, mate. Before that, all these crazy people were going and praying to God, and they couldn't be fixed. They take a bit of lithium and their life has changed, mate. They still go and thank God because they're fucking stupid.
Ago, it was found to be useful in treating bipolar disorder, major depressive disorder, and in some instances, schizoaffective disorder.
Sometimes, although you need a heavier drug for that.
Brittany's diagnosis has never been revealed,
He's the professional. I just do a lot of reading.
as far as I know, but many understand it to be bipolar disorder. Lithium is generally safe if monitored by a physician. It can be taken for years without problems.
For years. For years. Not for life. Doesn't matter whether you're sane or insane. Lithium fucks you up. Long term.
Now, stepping away from the specific drug being used, I think what's disturbing about Brittany's claims is that the medication was used as kind of a weapon for her acting out.
I can imagine. Poor girl. When you're on lithium, you're like a zombie.
Specifically for not performing at the rehearsals in a way that she was directed. This is a serious claim. Medication should never be used as a punishment. The next item, Brittany talked about how she was basically surrounded by people who were forcing her into compliance. Security guards, nurses, managers, and her father. She doesn't really seem to have an ally. She's alone. I found this part of Brittany's statement to be particularly compelling.
There you go. He's agreeing with her. Maybe everyone will agree with her when she kills herself.
I think it speaks to the importance of transparency in this type
Because that's where it's going.
of legal guardianship. The next item, Brittany had concerns about the quantity and quality of therapy she was receiving. It sounds like she's being forced to go to therapy 3 times a week.
Almost everyone is forced to go to therapy. Some go because they want to. But, yeah, 90% of people, they don't want therapy. Because therapy, a lot of the time, doesn't do shit. We live in a very judgmental world, ladies and gentlemen. And a lot of people that go to therapy don't tell the psychiatrist or the psychologist. In severe cases, you see a psychiatrist. In not so severe cases, you see a psychologist. Psychologists can't give drugs out. Psychiatrists can. Whichever one you go to talk with. Most times, they just don't open up completely. They don't. Because straight away, they'll be psychoanalyzed. Who wants that? I'm perfectly sane. I can assure you, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm into a lot of kinky shit. So by textbook, you won't find a more batshit person than me. I'm perfectly sane. You get CEOs of massive fucking corporations, conglomerates, that are into some pretty fucked up shit behind closed doors. Are they not fucking sane? How do you define someone who's insane in 2021 or in the last fucking 15 plus years? And even before then, but people still love to judge, and it was considered appropriate to judge. Now you can't even call a fucking guy a guy. they choose to dress like a fucking woman and identify as a woman, you need to call them a woman. And if you don't, you get fined. That's how it is in Canada. And I'll be going there next year. Man, am I going to get in a lot of trouble. I should not use the word man. See what I did there?
Does not want to travel to see clinicians, and she doesn't want to receive that much treatment. 3 times a week can be appropriate under certain circumstances, including to treat people who have bipolar disorder. But if Brittany is not benefiting, it should probably be reevaluated. I think the most disturbing part about this is not the quantity of therapy, but the fact that she implied that clinicians were also controlling her.
Yes.
Brittany reported a number of symptoms in her statement. I think she was trying to attribute the cause of the symptoms to the conservatorship, which may be possible, but there does seem to be a reason to continue counseling. She mentions being angry.
Yeah, nothing wrong with counseling. Nothing wrong with going and talking about your issues. Stuff that you have and stuff that other people give you. Heck, if there's a stalker in your life, you're going to go seek counseling. Not because you're fucked, because the person stalking you is fucked. Hey, you're not going to get him in a motherfucking room to sit down, are you? Cunt's cooked.
Depressed, crying every day, and not sleeping. These symptoms would be distressing. Perhaps the counseling just needs to be offered on her terms.
What have I been saying?
And she would be able to get more out of it.
That's it. Go. You know? Talk about how you're feeling. Nothing wrong with going and talking.
The next item, Brittany suggested her family goals are being obstructed. She cannot get the IUD removed, and she's not allowed to get married. This demonstrates
How fucking crazy is that, huh?
that the restrictions are much more than simply financial in nature, like preventing her from squandering all of her money. Rather, they really affect her at a personal level.
Oh, they fucked her 3 ways from Sunday.
They interfere with her ability to live the life she desires,
Yep.
to build a family. So this is a very critical right that's being removed from Britney Spears. So what are my thoughts when considering the totality of the available evidence? Again, without knowing the other side of the argument.
Yeah, the other side of the argument. He has to stay neutral. He's a professional. Has to. Really, he knows what the fuck is going on. He just can't really say it because he really doesn't know. These people have to go off evidence, nothing else.
Just looking at what's available.
He can have a hunch. He can have a million hunches. But unless there's evidence, you can't do shit. You just can't.
I think that Britney Spears has made a number of good points.
No shit.
Her argument was compelling,
No shit.
and considering her self-identified symptoms, she offered a coherent and well-reasoned narrative.
Yep.
Even if some of the items that she indicated are not true or could be debated at some level, I
Even if, because you can't prove it. That's how people get away with shit. There's no proof.
find it hard to believe that none of them are true. I think it's reasonable to believe that she is telling the truth
you
about
go.
the majority of the items.
There you go. Thank you, Dr. Grande.
The whole idea of the conservatorship is that Britney Spears is not capable of managing her personal life and her finances.
And he's the best doctor on YouTube. Check him out. You'll see.
Yet she was capable of putting together her argument, and she's been capable for 13 years of working, earning more money in a year than most people earn in a lifetime. I would have to wonder if Britney Spears has not already.
And even at this age, people think, oh, we don't hear from her much, we don't see her much. Mate, she's come and gone. She's always doing shit. Just because you don't hear about it, might be other stuff she's doing. You know, it might not be that popular, but whew, she's earning a killing doing it.
Proved her point, made her case,
Yep.
simply through demonstrating her abilities to put together this argument.
Well, it's pretty fucking obvious, isn't it?
If the standard that Britney Spears is going to be held to is that she must demonstrate no mental health symptoms, then it seems unlikely.
That's going to be tough. They pick on all the unique ones, all the ones that are different. And she's really fucking different, let me tell you, and very unique. It's going to be an uphill battle.
She would ever be released from the conservatorship. This is an impossible standard that no one could meet. Everybody has some mental health symptoms.
I guess. Define normal. That's what he's trying to say.
If she is released from the legal guardianship, maybe she will make mistakes. Maybe mental health symptoms will interfere. But to what degree?
She's human.
Should that not be weighed against her autonomy, her right to make mistakes?
There you go. See, I know my shit, ladies and gentlemen.
Right to make decisions, whether they are good, bad, or indifferent.
You know, being human.
Something else to consider, what is the cost of trying to protect her? If the guardianship is hurting her, if she feels controlled and manipulated, is that any better than just letting her make her own decisions? Maybe the treatment is worse than the illness.
There you go. 90% of the time, treatment doesn't work. Especially when you go see a psychiatrist. When they get you on meds, meds are the answer for fucking everything if you go and see a psychiatrist. You see a psychologist, you got some chance. But even then, unless you open up, Britney is opening up to everything. That's why she should go talk to a psychologist and do Pilates.
There's one thing about the treatment that I think is worth noting. Again, many people believe Britney has bipolar disorder. If one considers the nature of
bipolar he's about to go into it. Bipolar gets thrown around like no tomorrow.
Bipolar disorder.
Heck, they said I had bipolar. Not a professional. People that know me. Yeah, I've got bipolar because I disagree with your stupid fucking statements. I don't even like calling them statements, but technically when they say something, it's a statement. False statement, but it's still a statement. My statement is, everyone posts something like it's a fucking statement. The only problem is, it's a false fucking statement. And that shits me to the ever-living core. So that means I got bipolar.
It is typically characterized by episodic mania and depression. These are called major mood episodes. There are
You like this, by the way? It's not bad. I'm going to grow it all the way. Oh yeah, I know. We'll get back to the video. I'm going to grow it all the way down. All the way down. Keep this stubble. Not bad.
Episodic periods where the symptoms usually aren't as pronounced, so the time between the different episodes. Some people suggested that perhaps Britney just needs to be treated when she has mania or depression, and the rest of the time she should be left alone.
She just needs to talk to someone.
Why would that situation require a conservatorship to be active all the time? So I guess the argument essentially says that the conservatorship could be just part-time, could be activated at certain points, and Britney would not have to have supervision the rest of the time. Bipolar disorder typically does require treatment all the time. It's not a disorder that only gets addressed during major mood episodes. I can understand the argument that people are making, but I think there are better arguments against the conservatorship than suggesting that bipolar disorder does not require continuous management. It is a serious disorder that
bipolar, if you actually do have it, cuckoo,
can have really terrible consequences if left untreated.
Yeah.
As far as an example of a better argument, Britney Spears seems to be quite capable, alert, goal-oriented, and able to collect and organize her thoughts.
Correct.
Based on the evidence available, which again is not everything, I think she's presented a phenomenal argument against
Cha-ching!
the conservatorship, again, just through her behavior, just through the act of putting together this argument.
And yet, after this video was done, the state of fucking California denied her request to get rid of this thing that's been hanging over her fucking head for so fucking long. Why? It's been 2 decades. She's still mentally unfit. The father is fucked in the head. His daughter has made more money in 1 year than he has in his entire life and would in 10 fucking lifetimes over. Is it really about Britney Spears' mental state? Or is it about a greedy father that uses that money for whatever he wants? I'm sure he's living just fucking fabulous. Boy, is he rich too? What did he used to do? He used to be a clerk. His daughter is the superstar. Think about it.
And bringing it forward. So what happens next in this case? To end the conservatorship, Britney Spears or her...
My speakers just went out. These are so loud that you could actually hear them from all the way over there. I just leave them on my desk. They're wireless, well, kind of wireless. You still got to, this is how stupid Turtle Beach is. You still got to connect this to the jack, but it runs off of a battery. Does that make any sense to you? It doesn't to me, and it doesn't to anyone else, but it does to Turtle Beach. So give me 1 second while I plug a fucking USB cable into a wireless, not wireless, fucking headset. And we are back in business, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Turtle Beach. Look, their quality is great. Their quality is sensational. I have never heard better audio quality than from a Turtle Beach headset. But when it comes to brains, when it comes to IQ, it's very low. Let's go back a hunch.
File a petition. Again, just through her behavior, just through the act of putting together this argument and bringing it forward. So what happens next in this case? To end the conservatorship, Britney Spears or her representative would need to file a petition. It's worth noting that in 13 years, Britney has never done this. It's not clear if she understood how to do it or that it was even possible.
That's the thing. If you don't know, for the last 13 years, she's wanted to get out. You know? How? You need support to do this shit. How are you meant to figure it out on your own? She's Britney fucking Spears. You even go to someone to help ya. Someone whose job it is to help you, you go there on your own. First of all, with what money are you going to pay them? And even if you had money that you put together from somewhere, how do you know they're not going to fuck you? Because you're Britney fucking Spears. They think you got money.
I imagine at this point, Britney's attorney will file a petition to end the conservatorship. Britney will be evaluated, and a hearing will be scheduled to decide the matter. I don't know what the conclusion of this case will be.
I know, but he can't really say because he has to be professional.
But I hope Britney Spears can find what she's looking for: autonomy, privacy, and effective management of her symptoms.
There you go. He's hoping that it'll go her way.
As for her more controversial goals, like her management team going to jail, she might have to do without that one. But
yeah, it's very hard to be convicted of anything. Very hard.
At least there's a chance she can regain her freedom.
And that's the main thing. And let karma worry about these fucking cocksuckers. Because karma collects. Not karma as in, ooh, you know, you're going to get what's coming to you. Because, you know, an almighty being is going to fucking make sure that you cop it. No. I mean self-made karma. And man or woman inflicted karma. Because a lot of times you don't wait for karma to collect on their ass. You don't wait for them to trip up. You want to go and fucking present them that fucking karma. I believe if you act the way you act, eventually you're going to stumble. And that's going to be your fucking karma. Or if someone gets a baseball bat and goes and bashes your brains in with it, yeah, that's karma too.
Those are my thoughts on this situation with Britney Spears. Please put any opinions and thoughts in the comment section. They always generate an interesting dialogue. As always, I hope you found my analysis of this topic to be interesting. Thanks for watching.
Thank you, Dr. Grande. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Grande agrees that Britney should have this settled and for her to move on with her life without these cocksuckers trying to keep her down for their own gain. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been Johnny K. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Peace.